Alright, y'all, this should be good. Today, we're going to be doing a story time plus me taking out my braids because these braids is very long overdue. So I'm about to just take them out and we're going to just do a little talking, okay? Welcome to my channel, you guys. If you're new, subscribe, please. And I'm going to be doing content every week, hair content, story time, listen, everything, baby. I got everything to cover, just about. So even if you have something you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. I'll cover that too. I hope y'all can't see my socks because they're mismatched right now, but I don't care. It's something. And if you're new to my channel real raw. Channel don't care. So let me just let y'all know that. But if you returning, hey, welcome back. We about to do a story time again. This story time is gonna start. Let me start doing my hair too, because I will start talking and finish the story before I do my hair. I had these braids in for my birthday. My birthday was in October, y'all. It's December. As you can see, they're disgusting. Like, they're disgusting. They need to come out and they itch. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out and you guys get a story right with it. What I want to talk about today is about a story time where I moved to New York. And girl, that was the ultimate fail. Yeah, I got my little bag here to collect my hair. And my scissors, so let's get it. So yeah, no, you can't do too much. The hair been growing, so I don't want to do too much. You cut a little bit down here. So I wanted to talk about this time that I went to New York and I stayed out in New York, y'all. And this was last year. I mainly moved out there because I wanted to pursue my modeling career more further. I don't live in New York. I live close to New York, but I don't live in it. So going back and forth sometimes can get a little bit troubling because your girl be broke sometimes. So it's like, all right, I got to get to New York, but how are we about to get there? I was like, I'm over this. I was working at Amazon for like my second or third time. I was just over the way that I was being treated. I was over the way that I had to wake up every morning at like 6 in the morning and go to work until 6 p.m. Like, it just wasn't it. Amazon, you know, Amazon cool. It's a cool little job and they pay every week. So it's like, hey, but at the same time, it's mentally draining. Like, I just can't. I can't do the Amazon thing, y'all. It was fun while it lasted. I met good people. It was draining. So long story short is I was working at Amazon. Y'all, sorry I'm taking this braid off so slow. It just wasn't working out anymore. And it was getting to that point. I know that they was about to let me go. Like, you know, you had a job, you could just kind of feel the vibe like, yeah, they don't want me here no more. So it was kind of getting to that point. I was 20 at that time. I was like, all right, I'm about to save all my little coins. Word. F my hometown. And I'm about to move out to New York and I'm gonna figure it out from there. I'm 20 years old. This is my mindset at the time. I know where I deserve to be and I'm about to move out there. Because mind you, I had a car note too. So that's the thing. That's why I be advising people, do not get a car note, y'all. If you don't have to get a car note, do not get a car note. Because that junk will mess your life up if you don't got the funds on deck to be paying for that junk. I didn't have the funds on deck to be paying for it, but I knew I needed to keep paying it. I'm like, all right, where? I'm about to move out to New York and I still gotta pay this car note, but it's cool. So I saved up maybe like, I think $3,000, y'all. Nothing. Mad naive. I saved up like $3,000 and I quit my job. Y'all, say this out loud sounds so crazy. But this is what happened, I'm not gonna lie. I saved up like $3K and I quit my job at Amazon and I went and I found an Airbnb in New York that I could rent out, right? Mind y'all, I'm still on the first braid, so we gonna need to slow this down a little bit, okay? Because I don't want the story to go too fast. I quit my job with the knowledge that I was gonna leave. That's why I saved up the money and everything. I'm like, okay, like what can I do that would be easiest for me getting out there, being 20 years old and being a model and barely having any money. I knew that the money I was going out there with wasn't going to be enough money, but I was like, I can get it. I thought that I'm telling you, I was so naive. I was so naive. I'm telling you, I thought I could go out there and I could just get a job, like nothing. I'm gonna give y'all the whole breakdown. Listen, we got time. I'm only on braid 3, so we got time. And I told y'all, Google is your best friend, for real. I love researching. I was researching what's the median you're gonna need to stay in New York for 1 year, because I was trying to stay out there for a year. But 1 year, 1 month, 1 day, I'm talking down to the minute. I needed to know everything. What I came up with was, like I was saying, that $3,000 will hold me over That's what I came to the conclusion of. That $3,000 will hold me over for the month. Okay, and then I thought that within that month that I can get a job. So this is my idea after I quit my job, and I still have a loan on my car. Still have a loan on the car, still have car insurance. Listen, I tried everything to get out of my car insurance and my loan, and they said no. So I still had to factor that in. I actually ended up factoring it in. Like, I was able to finish that whole month, and I did not fall behind on any bills or anything. I only had a month's worth of money for real, like, which is nothing, baby, in New York. I'm telling y'all, this is like so delusional, but I'm very happy I did it. Basically, I ain't have no money, barely a plan, but I just knew I was going out to New York to do some modeling. So I started looking for Airbnbs. I'm finding stuff, but a lot of the stuff was expensive, and I was trying to only rent for a month. So 30 calendar days, right? I was looking on, like, what are they called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's that joint called? Subletting. People sublet their apartments, and you could, like, do a shared apartment where you could, like, room with people. Like, there's so many options that I was trying to choose from, and I ended up going the Airbnb route. But honestly, I think that if you are moving to New York and the funds aren't the way the funds are supposed to be yet, then you should definitely be trying to do some type of sublet or sharing an apartment with somebody if you know somebody out there or something like that, because that's going to be the only easiest way to live out there, because it's gonna be the easiest way to live out there because it's so damn expensive, y'all. Like, it is so expensive, but they have room. That's the thing. New York is always expanding. Forever expanding for no reason. They got more than enough room. I know there's a lot of people out there, but they have a lot of room. My thing was, I'm about to go out there and I'm about to go find a little apartment or something. At first I was trying to find an apartment because I was thinking that I was just gonna rent it out while I was down there. Mind you, I had no money. Yo, this story is crazy. I only had, like I said, the 3K in a dream. So I was like, all right, I'm not even about to try and do any type of apartment renting or anything. Like, I'm just gonna try and do an Airbnb. They ate me up. Sure ate me up. Those Airbnbs is money, okay? I didn't have too much money, so I was really trying to look for something around half the amount of the money I had, because that was like the most reasonable thing for me. So I settled upon this Airbnb, right? Nice Airbnb. It was like a little basement room. I was being picky too, my job. I was being picky with my little $3,000, and I didn't want to like share the whole house with people. I ended up stumbling upon this basement. It had a whole bathroom in it. I'll insert the pictures because I definitely have the pictures from when I went over there. I ain't have it figured out, y'all. I did not have it figured out. This is a story time that goes left. This goes so left, bro. It didn't even have to go this way, but it get crazy. Anyway, so it was in the basement. That should have been my first red flag. Is an Airbnb in the basement in New York. Don't get an Airbnb in the basement in New York, is basically what I'm trying to say. I never got to actually see it, but I seen it online because, you know, I couldn't go there and see it for myself. It was nice. That's what attracted me to it. Like how I told y'all, my budget was like 3K. That's how much I had for everything entirely. So I spent about 2K on that for the Airbnb. I'm telling y'all the prices and stuff because I need y'all to have a very good understanding. And plus, like, this is reality. Like, this is the reality of chasing your dreams. And this is what I had to go through. And this is the insight to it. So I'm just going to let y'all know everything. I don't care. We not holding nothing back. We all in the club. We all fam, right? It was a little rundown. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little hood part of it, but it was cool. And I wasn't scared or anything. I was going out at night and stuff like that, and I wasn't scared. So it wasn't that bad. Like I was saying, I was very naive. The Airbnb was 2K, and I shouldn't have spent that much on an Airbnb. I know it's expensive in New York and everything, but there is definitely cheaper options. If you're going out to New York, you could look at sublets, you could look at subleases, you could look at literally everything, hot pads, like shared rooms. That would have probably been the better thing, but I didn't want to take that route because I wanted my own space. Like, that's just the kind of person I am. I like to have my own space. I texted them first telling them that I liked it, and they texted me back, and, you know, they start asking me questions because what I put in for was for a whole month. So they want to know who's going to try to come stay with them for a whole month, who's coming to stay in my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Yeah, I love that video. But they want to know who I am. I was telling them, like, basically what it was. I'm coming over here so I could chase my dreams. It's not really much to it. And they was feeling that. You know, sometimes you just gotta let people know what it is. Because they was feeling that, and they said, okay, and they let me come stay with them. I left on August 1st, and I stayed there till September 1st. So literally one whole month. Mind you, I picked the worst month as well because Fashion Week is literally the following month. So I was so naive in this process. Speaking it out loud now and telling you guys the story is making me realize how goofy the decisions I made were. But it's cool. They approved me and I start packing up. I'm starting to get ready. Like, I'm ready to move. I'm telling everybody, yeah, I'm leaving. See me before I go, because I don't know when you're going to see me again. Like, listen, I was not playing about that. We're going to fast forward to moving day, okay? I packed so much stuff, y'all. I'm a terrible packer. I will pack 10 outfits for 2 days. I'm a terrible packer, y'all. I don't be knowing what to bring. But I was packing up everything. I don't think I did any boxes or anything. I just put everything in suitcases. I took about 2 suitcases and one of those towel tree bags, and I had like a purse. Altogether, I probably had like 4 bags. Where I was staying, I got my Airbnb. It was in Brooklyn. So that was the other thing that I was worried about moving out there was I'm not from out there. I know what it's like to be out there. I don't know what places to steer clear of and, you know, what towns are bad towns. So I kind of just had to figure it out when I was looking stuff up. If I found an Airbnb in a certain area, I would just look up the area and see what the reviews on the area are. The Airbnb I did find, the reviews on that area, it wasn't too good anyways, I'm not gonna lie. It was chill, honestly. It was a very chill part of Brooklyn. It was nothing going on for the most part. The part that I was staying in, it wasn't bad. It was just the place, like what was going on, like, come on. But like, I had no experience in New York. Before I left, I redid my resume, and I did it in a way that it looked like I lived in New York already, so I could start applying for jobs. I wanted to do serving because I know that would probably make me the most money. I never served before, so it was really just the idea. I need money every week. Like, modeling, you get paid when you get paid. I need money every week. You know what I'm saying? I was going out there, quit my job, no job, just a hope and a dream, y'all. That's really it. It's not, the video is not a fail because of that. The video is a fail because of how naive I was going about the situation, okay? And also the unforeseen circumstances that I went through. I feel like you guys can take something from this. You can learn, and this is the realities of what it's like to chase your dreams. I was put into some interesting predicaments for sure. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Now I'm trying to cut this thing. Wow. Anyways, so this is when stuff starts to go a bit downhill, okay, everybody? Listen, like I said, disclaimer. You know I love me a good disclaimer. Disclaimer. I did not visit this house before. I did not. Everything I did prior was on Airbnb, okay? Everything I did prior was on Airbnb. I talked to them through Airbnb. I ain't see nothing of the house. I seen the pictures, and that's really it, okay? Everything went smoothly. As far as me receiving the keys, the guy came right out. It was this guy, but they was all gay in there for real. So I wasn't really pressed or anything. But he just like, let me bring you to where you about to be staying at. So I'm like, okay, word. So I go in there. I'm checking it out. I'm like, oh, this is nice. They took me downstairs to my basement, and it's like you walk straight, right? And you walk down, and there's like, it's like, so you walk straight, and then you walk straight, and then there's like a guard door, like, you know, the ones that pets and babies have. So they have like that safety door on the front of the steps, so that was acted as like a door for the basement, and it had like a sheet. That's the vibe I got off rip, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, because it is a basement, so I can't expect it to have a whole full privacy door and walls and stuff. So they did the best they can. I'm like, whatever. If somebody really wanted to, they could just walk downstairs. And I ain't know the people in this house, so that kind of like weirded me out a little bit, but I was like, all right, whatever. And so we went downstairs, and I'm looking, they showing me around everything. Mind you, they cleaning they like cleaning stuff while they showing me. I'm like, that was like a second red flag too, because it's like, y'all should have been cleaning this. I'm confused. But they said they had somebody there before me who had threw a big party or something like that, and they was running late cleaning it. So I'm like, all right, like that right there too should have been a red. Girl, it's so many. I've told y'all I was naive. I was 20 years old and I was naive. They finished cleaning or whatever, and I moved my stuff in, and it was a smoking room, so I could smoke in there. That's the part I loved about it. So me and my brother, we chilling, we smoking, you know, having our last little sesh before he got out. Let's talk about the emotions. It was sad leaving my family, especially being young. I was like very upset, but at the same time I was ready because I knew what I was out there to do, and also I know home is one train right away. That's when reality started setting in. Like, I'm really out here by myself. So it's just me by myself now. I met the rest of the people in the house. Realistically, it was me and one other person who lived there, and then the people who owned it and was renting it out, they would come and go as they pleased, but they weren't ever really there. I only seen them the first night, and then I kind of didn't see them again until I left. So it was just me and one other person basically. So I went out immediately and I start looking for a job or anything that I could get my hands on. I only saved up $3K and I spent $2K on the Airbnb. So I know now that this $1,000 is not about to last me over. Like, it literally was going to last me for 1 month exactly with all my bills and stuff that I had to pay. So I knew I had to get a job. I told you guys I wanted a serving job. I got an interview with, and this interview I got, it was before I even went out there. So I got an interview with Red Lobster. And it was Red Lobster far, like it was far off in Brooklyn. I literally had to catch the train again, catch the bus, and then walk. I had to walk from the bus probably like maybe a mile to get to where I was going. Like, it was crazy. I was like, wow. And I'm walking through, like, there's no sidewalks. I'm walking through a parking lot. I had to walk through the side of a street. I'm like, yo, this, and I was lost. I didn't know where I was. Yeah, it's all a part of it. It's all a part of it. But I was trying to get to my interview, and I did end up making it. But I was queuing everything, but the guy had played with me for real. Like, he was acting like he was about to give me the job, and he didn't even end up giving me the job. He talked about you did a good interview, but we don't think that you're going to be fit for the position. And I wasn't upset about it or anything, but I was surprised I even got the interview because I don't have serving experience. Now, I had to search for another job. I'm telling y'all, they had this one job open, and it paid good. I took my little resume, and I went to this job interview, y'all. The line was down the block. The line for the job interview was down the block and around the corner. I'm walking past mad YNs. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, I kept walking, y'all. I was not, no. That wasn't me. I wasn't even playing like that. I walked straight past that line, right back home. Or right back to my Airbnb. And I was not waiting in that line. You got me butt twisted. I think I got scammed, y'all. So this one's I'm like 99% sure I got scammed. I tried to go, and basically they give you your food license, and then this is what they said to me, that they'll give you your food license and then they'll find you a job after you're certified, but you just have to pay. That's where you guys need to watch out, paying before you do anything. So that's where they got me though. Mind you, I'm naive through the whole story, y'all. It doesn't change. I start doing it, and we had to take a test, and then they let you study. It was literally over the course of like 2 days. So they had us take a test, and we had to study. And I really started feeling weird about it when I actually got in there, because the setup looked nice. When I got up there, I had to take the elevator up or whatever. I get in there, you know, it actually looked like something. They finally narrowed it down to the people that they were going to use, and we're all sitting in the conference room. I'm looking around, just like analyzing everything, and it just seemed like a bunch of people who were like me, just naive. Like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like this was the actual job. Like, it seemed like a scam. Like, I'm looking around like, this seemed like all of the people you would scam. Like, I was like, oh no. But I still ended up going through with it. We had to pay like $200 or something like that. Mind you, I only had $1,000 and something left. So this was basically an investment for me. I'm thinking that they're gonna get me a job and everything. So I passed my food license test. I get certified, whatever. Basically, by this time, it was getting around the time for me to leave anyways. But it was getting towards that time, and they still didn't get back to me. And I'm like, okay, I'm blowing them up, because I need a job. I'm like, bro, I just paid and I need a job. Before I left, I still never heard, to this day, I still never heard back from them. I got scammed. So be careful, y'all. Be careful with all of this stuff that you're doing, because you never know. Just be smart, man. Don't be like me and be naive and think that you got it figured out, because you don't. Okay, I dead got scammed. And let me tell y'all about the main part. Alright, this is the main part of it. Let's talk. Let's get into the nitty gritty, because this is where stuff gets very serious.
Man, shit ain't got serious.
I'm gonna tell y'all about that though. Stay tuned. We're back, and I finished the back of my hair and left off saying I gotta rip in my pants. I don't care. I gotta rip in my pants, and I got dead hair cells all over me. But anyways, this is where it get a little spooky at, y'all, because mind y'all, I did not see this crib prior. I don't know nothing prior, okay? I just know that the house is nice. It was cool for the most part, because the convenience of it was right next to shops and like delis, and I could get to my agency. It wasn't far. Like, it was just a good location. Long story short is crazy. Long story short is, one night, feel me, I'm doing my big one. They had a little mini fridge in the room and everything, so I used to put my food in there. Like, y'all gonna see the pictures. They had a whole little setup. It's a real vibe. I'm not gonna lie, it was a real vibe. This like second or third night. It was not too long after I checked into the Airbnb, y'all. I'm chilling, you know, smoking and stuff, watching TVs and stuff like that. Y'all, I'm facing forward vibing. Why the frick I see something up the corner of my eye scurry? I said, but I didn't know what it was at first. So I'm like, I'm just writing it off, because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that was. I don't know. I'm just trying not to think about it, right? I see the first thing is scurry under the corner of my eyes. I'm like, okay, babes. That thing ran across the wall. Bro, I'm talking like, I was tripping. Like, y'all, it was a freaking roach. And it wasn't just one roach. It was a lot of roaches. Like, the roach infested. The longer I stayed there, the more I'm like, yo, what the did I do? Like, yo, that jet was so trippy. But let me run it back, y'all. I see it scurry the first time. I didn't think about it. The second time, I actually seen it with my two eyes. And I was like, what the mind you, I seen them, like, you know, on TVs and like pictures and stuff, but in real life, I've never seen a real roach. So first of all, I didn't even know what it was. Like, I was like, wait, this can't be what I think it is. It can't be what I think. It was what I thought. It was exactly what I actually, in that point in time, it was like, obviously it was a two-way street. It was like, I'm about to leave, or I gotta do what I came here to do, regardless of what's going on. So I'm like, I'm going through the contemplation in my mind. I'm like, should I stay? Should I go? Because basically, like, yeah, bro, y'all just finessed me to come stay with some roaches for $2,000. Like, that's crazy. So I was honestly very upset. But I just chose to stay. That's what I was out there for. No matter what the weather, that's what I was out there for. And I didn't have nothing to come back home to. I already quit my job, and all I had here was my car that I'm making payments on. So it was like, stay or come back to nothing. I was going to stay and follow my dreams, because I wasn't even planning on, like, in my head, I was going to stay in New York for a year. So I wasn't planning on staying in that Airbnb for more than the month, right? Now we got roaches. I ain't seen them for the first couple days, and then the next day I see it, like, with my two eyes. I was like, yo, this is scary, gang. Like, I don't know how people live with these, bro. Those things are fast. What? Those things climb anything. I can't even put, like, the emphasis on fast. I literally have PTSD because of that situation. Like, now when I see stuff out the corner of my eyes moving too fast, it startles me. And like, I'm like, what's that? Like, I'm quick with it. It's because I had to be on guard for a whole month, dang near, trying to make sure these junks don't crawl on me and crawl on my stuff. And like, it was just disgusting. What the hell? But it's like, it's educational. It's very educational. And I stayed with the roachies because I wanted to chase my dreams, and I was being a naive little 20-year-old girl, and that's where I ended up, honestly. But that was like the craziest part about it, is like, why y'all got roaches like this? Like, y'all, when I tell you the roaches was so bad, like, it was disgusting, bro. Like, don't worry, y'all, because I ain't take nothing home. I made sure I looked through every inch of my stuff. I left stuff. I wasn't taking nothing home I wasn't sure of. I left everything that I did take home in the car for like months. I didn't take nothing in my house. I was not playing about that. I don't play like that. Girl, that was crazy. So mind you, I got scammed once in New York from those people who was trying to get me that job. Then I got scammed again when I got to New York from this Airbnb with the roaches. The Airbnb got the roaches. Yeah, I'm like, yo, this can't be. I'm over here trying to, what? Like, I'm trying to obliterate these roaches. Like I was saying, they had like a little mini fridge in there, and I'll put my food in there. I didn't think the roaches was gonna get in there. The roaches got in there. I ain't eat nothing. I put that in here. I opened it up the next day. I said, they got it. Y'all got more food for y'all. Like, bro, they were everywhere. It was so disgusting, but honestly, it was very humbling. I can't say anything. I cannot say that I didn't learn. I definitely learned. It was very humbling, and there's a lot of stuff that I would do different this time around that I didn't do the first time. And I think that was a big reason why I had to go through that experience, because it taught me a lot. It really did teach me a lot. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I really wouldn't wish that situation I was in on anybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. The place was nice, but it's a scary, unsettling situation, when, especially if you're going to sleep at night and you're scared something's probably gonna crawl on you or in you. Like, oh gosh, just thinking about it give me the heebie-jeebies. That drink was disgusting, y'all. I'm happy that I shared it with y'all, because for real, like, this is the realities. And I'm saying this like it's out of the normal for me, because I'm not from New York. I don't normally see roaches and I don't get scammed, but it's like roaches in living situation. That's what New Yorkers face, and I want to move out there, so it's like I could potentially face that again. Like, so that's why I'm like, I'm not too mad that I went through it, because I know that New York is a dirty place. Like, it's very dirty. I always say that. I don't care if you live in New York or you live in New York, you know New York is dirty. Like, it just is. I'm not surprised, but I just know for next time that I'm definitely going to make better decisions when it comes to housing, because you cannot just be moving anywhere, especially out there. That junk was disgusting, y'all. I'm talking roaches everywhere, y'all. That junk was bogus. They was bogus. I'm not gonna lie. They were cool, but they were bogus as hell for that. Like, that was wild. Other than that, it was really cool. Oh my god, y'all, it wasn't even just my room. It was the freaking washer and the dryer. They had washer and dryer in there. That's a lot of the reason why I picked the Airbnb too, is because they had a washer and dryer in, and I wasn't trying to go to laundromats. But guess what? The roaches was washing their clothes. I couldn't get in there for a second, baby. I wasn't even going in there. I went in there one time and I seen mad roaches like they was having a fiesta. I'm like, yo, bro, nah. I just went to the laundromat every time. I had to wash my clothes throughout that month. I just went to the laundromat. I got me a little card so I could get my little Brooklyn Suds on. That's why I went to Brooklyn Suds. I went to that laundromat and I did my clothes, because I was not, no, hell no. Y'all got me figgy, all right? I would do it again. Not the roach part. Nah, we not doing that. But I would go out there, no money, no plan. Again, I swear, I would do it better, but I would do that. And I would recommend that if you do that, just please be smart. Please be smart, and please be cautious, because you never know what you're going to run into, y'all. The roaches was having parties around the crib, like, but you cannot let that ruin what you have going on. If I would have went home, I would not be the person I am today, simply. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, it built a lot of character for me, like a lot of character. So I hope you take something from it and enjoy it as well, because when I tried to move to New York, man, it was a fail. It was a complete fail. I got scammed multiple times. I got roaches living with me. I got no job, no money, no income. Literally all I had was a dream. That's it that I went off. I went back home, of course, after the month was up because I couldn't fund it anymore. Literally bone dry. I had no money at all. September 1st, I was back home. It was talking about oh, you can renew it. You can renew it. I don't want to renew it. I don't want it. No, babes, you could keep it. You scammed me the first time. Why would I renew it? So I'm like, whatever. I think everything happens for a reason. Me going out and doing that showed the universe that, you know, I really wanted it. And since then, your girl's in Nike. Your girl is in Nike. Very much national. Very much headliner. Very much, yeah. So don't play with your potential, y'all. You never know what could happen. I probably left some stuff out that I forgot about. I be doing that all the time. I look back at my videos, I be like, dang, I should have said this part. But it's whatever. That's definitely all I have to say for right now, though. And I hope you guys took something from it. This is one of like 1,000, bro. I have so many stories. But yeah, so let me know, you guys, what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share.